Today was the first time that I've ever vended at an event and also did a book signing. I am at CARES Senior Center in Elfers, Florida, and it's kind of at the edge of Newport Richey. And that little bakery cafe was kind enough to let me have a table at the restaurant, because the restaurant, their cafe, is actually located in the CARES Center, which is a community center in Pasco County in Florida, kind of in the Tampa Bay area. So yeah, they let me have a table there, and I'm really, really grateful for that. That was really nice of them to let me have the table. So the purpose of me being here was mostly so that I could do a book signing, because I published a book called At the Bakery, a coloring book, and it was actually based, like, because that little bakery, I've known about it for a while, because I actually when I was in the play Shakespeare in Hollywood, which was the second play that I was in, I actually co-starred along with one of the owners of that little bakery. So because of that, when I was wanting to write a bakery themed coloring book, then I thought, like, what's a cute, quaint little, like, home atmosphere type bakery? And immediately I thought of that little bakery, so it was definitely influential behind me doing the coloring book. So I came to the event. I'm armed with a lot of posters, and they already had the books that I was going to sign, because I shipped those to. So the event date was finalized just like last Monday, I believe, and I was busy for a couple days, so I didn't get to start working on any of the other things I was going to bring to the event, or preparing for the event at all, really, until Thursday. So I only had Thursday and Friday to prepare, and those days I also had other things I had to do. So Thursday and Friday I began preparing for my first vending event, and it is now Saturday, so I had 2 days of preparation, and it was definitely crazy to prepare a lot of stuff in 2 days, but it was also cool. I was just excited because I have always, for a really long time, wanted to vend at an event, and it's something I've been wanting to get into, and it was kind of a goal of mine to be able to vend at an event before the end of this year. So I'm really grateful that this opportunity came up for me to be able to do this. So the whole process of getting ready to be at an event was totally new to me, because I've never been to an actual, like, event with tables. I mean, I've been there, but I've never been one of the contributors to an event like that. So I had to think about, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to bring with me? What do I need? And there was a lot of stuff that I was like, what do I do about this? What do I do about that? Basically, it means I ended up going to Walmart 4 times in the past 24 hours. First was a general shopping trip. Then I went back at 9 p.m. that night. Was lots of fun going to Walmart at 9 p.m. to get printer ink, because my printer, when I was printing my wall art prints, decided that it wanted to run out of ink. And when it runs out of one color, the whole printer stops working, which is a lot of fun. So I had to go there, and I also got some more paint, because to paint the painted posters, I needed paint. I needed some more colors that I did not have because I have like 300 colors of paint. Not really, but I have a lot. And there was several colors that I needed that I did not have. And I also was almost out of cardstock. And I must note, this is a package of cardstock I've had for like 5 years, so it's good to finally use it up. And I had to get some brightly colored paper for making signs and stuff like that because I only have construction paper, and that's not really good to put through the printer. So, went to Walmart at 9 p.m. to get that stuff when I ran out of ink, because I was like, well, if I have to wait until tomorrow, it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to prepare in time. Then I went to Walmart again the next evening because I ran out of ink again. And so I got some more ink, and I was glad to get it because I still had a lot of stuff to print.
I have a name.
And then I went again this morning on the way to the event because I realized that the night before when I went there to get printer ink, I hadn't gotten a tablecloth. And I didn't have any good tablecloths that were colorful that would be suitable for putting on a table at an event. So I was like, that's a lot of fun. So I went to Walmart at 7 in the morning. So I went there at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. the next night, and then 7 a.m. the day after that. So I think at Walmart, and I bought more printer ink again today because I ran out again. So Walmart probably thinks I'm a freak because the past couple days, like the past 3 consecutive days, I've shown up in there and I've made a beeline right back to that printer cartridge section, and I picked up a pink ink cartridge each time. So they probably think I'm a freak. Anyways. So I went there today, I got a pink ink cartridge, I got a yellow vinyl little thin tablecloth, figures nice and bright and cheerful, and when I go to an event, I always am kind of sad when I see a table that's boring. Like, I know that not everybody has the same obsession with things being bright and colorful as me, but I do also know that it's going to stand out more if you make it more colorful, and I like it to be colorful. So, and then I also got this great bauble thingy. It's a honeycomb ball with tassel, and it's got a sparkly tassel on the bottom. Let's see if we can see that tassel. See? Sparkly tassel. So I figured that would be a fun table decoration because I wanted to have some sort of decoration. So yeah, the past 2 days basically have been spent with me making posters. I printed like 25 posters, I think, and I also printed and then painted 25 more because I wanted to have both prints and hand-painted versions. So I had a lot of preparation, and I also had to raid my inventory supply to see what other bakery-themed items I had. And I found some washi tape and a greeting card and some socks, so I decided to bring those things along too. So with all that stuff set up, then it was finally the day of the event. I got my tablecloth, I got my fancy honeycomb tassel ball, and loaded all the stuff into my car and proceeded to head to the event. Vending at the event was a lot of fun. I only sold one book, which I got to sign, which was cool because I've never got to do that before. That was really cool because, like, once something happens once and you have like one sale, then like more can happen. Like, somebody has to be first, so like theoretically after it happens once, it can happen again, and it's like more likely to happen again after it happens. It just feels that way. I know it's always equally likely to happen, but it just feels a lot easier, like it's gonna happen again once you've proven that it can happen, like actually in your actual experience proven that it can happen. Here's a little bit about that little bakery cafe, because I love the bakery. All their food is so delicious. I had a brownie earlier, and it was probably like the best brownie I've ever had in my life. So their food is so amazing, and if you live, or if you're going to the Newport Richey area of the Tampa Bay area of Florida, you should totally go check them out. So here is what one of the owners, Mike, has to say about the bakery.
Hi, I'm Mike from That Little Bakery Cafe here in our new home at the Cares Alpha Centre in Newport Richey. It's on the corner of Barker Drive and Grey Street, just behind 54 and off of Grand. And we've been here a couple of months now since we moved from our old home on Grand Boulevard. Many of you may have known us as that little bakery on Grand. Well, we're not there anymore. So here we are inside the Cares Alpha Centre, which is a great enrichment centre for the retired. You can come and do all sorts of activities and now enjoy the great food and baked goods that we've got here. We've had a great day today at the Merry Market, so gearing us all up for the festive period. And you can come to the centre Monday through Friday, 8 AM to 4 PM for all the activities that the centre has to offer, plus our own breakfast and lunch menu, plus our amazing baked goods as well. So yeah, come and see us and check out also our Facebook page. Look up That Little Bakery Cafe and you'll find us. And keep yourselves informed. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.
Awesome people, awesome food. Totally go check out That Little Bakery Cafe. There's a link down in the description to their Facebook page so you can find out more about them and go visit them. So even though I only sold one book and did not sell any of my posters or any of the other stuff I brought with me, it was still a super fun experience. And now that I've vended an event once, then I see a lot of potential for vending other events in the future. And all is not lost with the things I created today, because all the posters and stuff I can still list on Etsy and still list online and see if people buy them. And if not, then the bakery plans on having other events which I can attend as well and have a table at, so they will eventually be on somebody's wall, and they will be decorating whoever buys these posters' house with awesome whimsical bakery vibes. So I'm just waiting for that day when people go and buy the posters, and then they get to have that spot of excellence on their wall. It was still super fun. I still loved it. It was still a great way to spend the day. And I'm really glad that I did it, and I'm really grateful to That Little Bakery Cafe for having me at their event. The event that the whole Elfers Care Center is having is called Merry Marketplace, and it's a holiday event. We actually, this year, we had the biggest turnout of any year that they've ever had. So that's super awesome. The bakery was so busy, and they sold so much stuff, so that was really awesome. But I learned a ton. This was a great first experience into the world of vending and being at events. Taught me a lot about the preparation steps as far as inventory and as far as thinking about how you want your table set up. I learned a lot about how to set up the table best, like which order to put the merchandise in, and how to try to get people to, like, how to attract people to come to your table, to try to get at least more people interested in it, even if they don't buy anything. Kind of like the equivalent of a Facebook ad, but in real life. A lot of people come by and they look at stuff, but they don't actually want to buy anything. So that was interesting to see, like, a real life example of how that works, instead of just Facebook when it shows your ad to like 1,000 people and then like one person clicks on it. So it was really interesting, and I feel like I learned just so much about the whole aspect of marketing and business, about actually being at an event and actually being out in front of people, because I've never tried to sell my products in front of an actual audience of people before. I've always just had them listed online, so it's really eye-opening to sell them in real life and to actually be at an event with people, promoting your objects, promoting all your stuff that you have and your art and your projects, and like answering people's questions about them. Like, the whole process was just really interesting to finally get to experience and to get to understand better. And I had a great time, and it's definitely something I want to do again in the future. Thank you for watching.